How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I had no choice but to make this video. After Bordeaux did their absolute damage to the Sharks, beating them 66-12, what do Toulouse go and do? You know what? Hold my beer. Put it down to the side. You know what? We're going to put an absolute spanking to Leicester. So yeah, Leicester ended up losing 80-12. Like, wow. This is showing just how dominant French rugby is at club level. It's absolutely ridiculous, right? First, Bordeaux go and destroy the Sharks, which is a top level South African side squad. And then Toulouse go and absolutely demolish Leicester. Like, demolish Leicester. It's not even funny how badly they got beaten, right? They literally got beaten like they stole something. And it's absolutely ridiculous, the kind of games that have been played. And this is Toulouse putting their name in the hat to say, look, we are the greatest club in the world and in history. And at this moment in time, they are doing it. They really, really are doing it. And you know what? Egg Chasers, Tim, he said it. He said it perfectly. When he said, look, this is the closest you are going to find to test match rugby at a club level, right? We are talking some of the best moments here, crazy, crazy moments with some of the best talent in the world, right? You look at Bordeaux, you look at Toulouse. Toulouse are absolutely killing it. And this just goes to show that their talent is limitless right now, right? Their ability is, you cannot measure it. So let's go through the tries. Obviously, big man Antoine Dupont coming in on the 6th minute with the try, but obviously he gets 2, as you would expect in a run out like this. And then you have Delibes, Mia foul with 2. Again, does not surprise me. Capuozzo, Marchand, Flament. So Marchand gets 1, Flament 2, Ramos. I mean, Ramos was in fine form as always, converted pretty much everything, and then still goes and bags himself a try, because why not? And then Lebel on the 80th minute, just to say, you know what, here's the final nail in the coffin. Goodbye. Thank you, ma'am. Obviously, Leicester, they managed to get a try on the 44th minute through Van Poortvliet, and Hurd, with Shilcock converting the first try. But man, Leicester are just on form. And unfortunately, I did not get to watch the full game. I was just kind of catching the highlights. But looking through the highlights of it, I mean, I will be going through the entire game once I actually get my hands on it. But I think it's like a day, 2 days before they actually release the full game. So I'm going to try my best to get my hands on that somehow. But look, this was an eye-opening game. And this is a kind of game that, I mean, to be a fan, to be a supporter in that stadium at that time must have been crazy. Obviously, if you're a Leicester fan, you guys were probably pissed off beyond all belief. But to go there either as a neutral or a Toulouse fan, the spectacle that you guys got to see was amazing, right? But you look at how they play. I mean, Toulouse are the kings of recycling the ball. And this is at every single time. As a tackle is happening, just before the tackle happens, poof, passing off. A lot of teams will play down that line, but Toulouse recycle that ball so brilliant at that last second, right? To draw in as many players as physically possible, to draw in that tackle, and then just set it off. And, this is what this is again what I say about Dupont, is his play off the ball, right? To be able to drag players, for them to be able to pay attention to him while the ball is in play, right? And the amount of times that you'll see him lay off the ball and he'll make a run around the back, he'll move into space. And you don't often tend to find that with too many players. I mean, we are talking the top level rugby. But a lot of times players will just stay in their position, pass off, and try and get in. Dupont is actively trying to make space wherever he is, right? He's trying to draw their attention, even if it's that attention for just that one split second as he passes off. If he can catch a defender's eye or a defender's attention for just that 1 second, that is more than enough for space to be made, a tackle to be broken, and a pass to be completed. So the Toulouse recycle the ball better than anybody on planet Earth at this moment in time. They are absolutely brilliant. And you look at how physical they are as well. It is a spectacle to watch. And like I say, Toulouse are putting their name in the hat to say, look, we are the best. And obviously doing this to Leicester, who I think they are two-time winners of the Champions Cup as well. You know, it says a lot. And to be able to destroy them the way that they did is just immense, right? And again, this is another sign of French players saying, look, Galtier, I'm ready. And this is this is the best kind of headache that Galtier could possibly have. All of his players playing in the best form physically possible, right? To be picked for that French squad. So just as Galtier is probably going to hate it, he's going to love it having all of these players in ridiculous form vying for positions, because that is what creates monsters. And it's going to be a spectacle to watch. So let's look at Toulouse last 6 games. So obviously they've put an absolute spanking to Leicester, 80-12. They beat the Sharks 28, which I feel probably could have been more. They lost to La Rochelle 22-19. Beat Stade Francais 38-23. They drew up against Lyon 17-17. And then they put another spanking to Exeter 64-21. All in all, it was a strong, like, it's not as consistent as Bordeaux, but Toulouse, you never blink. Never blink your eye, never take your eye off them, because they will happily put you to the sword. Then we go through Leicester's last 6. So obviously Toulouse is a big one. They beat Ulster 38-10. They beat Exeter 28-15, but to be fair, it's not exactly that hard to be beating Exeter. Sorry. They drew to Harlequins 34-34. They had a spanking to Bristol, losing 54-24, and then they put a spanking to the Sharks 56-17. So obviously they did to the Sharks what Toulouse couldn't, but Toulouse did to them what, pretty much not many people are actually able to do to Leicester. So look, all in all, this is the best kind of headache Galtier could possibly ask for with an upcoming Six Nations. So let me know who was your standout performer in this game. Is performances like this kind of changing people's mindset on Dupont, whether he does deserve to be the best in the world? Because obviously he consistently plays up against the best players and best teams in the world, and he seems to be performing relatively well. But that's just my opinion. So let me know what your thoughts in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you guys. So please like and subscribe. This really does help my channel grow. And I'll catch you guys in the next one, which will be a weekend review of the Champions Cup and everything that has gone down. Ciao.